Ray and Mack in the morning.
And now another stars in their ears. From time to time, people send me tapes wanting jobs on this radio station. Now, you have my word. If you send me a tape that's dynamite, I will hire you. So make sure you get your demo tape, CD, mini disc, whatever it is. Get it into me. I'm looking for the star of tomorrow. Unless you're too good, and then I won't hire you because I don't need the competition. Now, this one has been sent in on cassette.
Yeah.
By Neil James. And we've got a cassette player here. You can just... Is this on the right thing, Rich?
Should be, yeah.
106.6. 106.6 Star FM, home of today's best music. So, we've been watching Hollyoaks. The wedding is on the way very soon, of course, between Finn and his older lady. Now, what is it about older women? What is it that us blokes like about older women? I'm not quite sure. I always considered that actually dating an older woman is like sitting on the loo just after someone else. It's a nice warm feeling, but you can't help wondering who's been with her before.
This guy's awful.
This is Bob, and 2CR Thunder.
Yeah?
Storm just dropped out by our house.
Yeah?
And, they were giving out goodie bags.
Yeah?
And I managed to get a goodie bag.
What's in it?
But it had all their files and that in it.
Files?
Yeah, with mini discs and headphones for Nokia phone.
So you're telling me one of the girls we've got out on the Thunder is giving out goodie bags this morning, and she's given out the goodie bag containing her headphones, her mini disc recorder, and some files and something. Is there is there anything there that you can read out that you'd like to read out?
I found a notepad.
Mm-hmm.
On it said, say lap result white or olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a shopping list.
Oh, is there anything else then that you could read out?
Let's see. There's a... Found another thing. We've got property abroad, holidays.
All right, so they've been checking out where they're going on holiday, got a bit of a brochure, thinking of buying a home away well, they may want to move there. They don't work here for much bloody longer.
Ray and Mack in the morning.
I think the funniest thing about the Welsh is they worked out, like, hydroelectric power, which is massive in other parts of the world and is a clean way of producing electricity. The Welsh got this mountain and put this power station in it. They generate the electricity because during the day, the water flows from the lake at the top to the lake at the bottom and drives the turbines. It generates all the electricity. Then they had a problem because all the water's at the bottom. So what they do is they have to pump it back up to the top and use more electricity than they made to get the water back up. But when somebody pointed out to them, do you realise this is not efficient? They went, it is, you see, because we pump it up at night, off peak.
Hello, it's Bob again.
How are you?
Oh, fine, thanks. I've been listening to 2CR FM, and I heard that you're saying if she's got her stuff back yet.
Has she got... Oh, did you ring yesterday?
Yeah.
So you went out and you got a goodie bag from Marinella, and you opened it up and it had all her personal belongings in it, even her shopping list.
Yeah.
Now, what's happened to her stuff?
She hasn't come back yet.
Well, she didn't... We asked her, we said, why don't you just go back and get it, because he rang up, and she said, I can't remember which house it was.
And I'm just saying, I haven't gave it back yet. She better hurry before I recycle it.
What do you want for it? Put a price on it.
Any.
No, come on. Mate, you're holding all the cards here. You're in a very strong negotiating position. I think you should hold out. What is it you really want? You want cash or you want,
Whatever's reasonable.
Well, you're not much of a negotiator. You should never go for whatever's reasonable. What do you fancy? You want 20 quid?
20 quid, yeah.
I would hold out for 20 quid.
That'll be nice.
I would say to her, you'll give out your address if you get 20 quid.
Yeah.
You stick with me, I'll look after you.
And how long has she got? What's your deadline?
Week.
A week, till the end of the week. Or this time next week.
Yeah.
This time next week. And you'll give her you'll give out the address if she'll agree to pay you 20 quid.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Alright then.
Good luck, Bob.
Ray and Mack in the morning.
And Richie.
102.3 2CR FM.
I want my bag back. It's got my personal
personal belongings in.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the smartest move, putting your personal belongings in a 2CRFM goodie bag and then having hundreds of goodie bags to give out and then accidentally handing out. Bob's called this morning.
Really?
Yeah, Bob has called this morning. He says he will tell you the address of where he is, where you left the goodie bag.
Oh, good. And I could go and do a swap.
If you'll give him 20 quid.
Oh, right, okay.
You've got until next week.
He's given you a week. Yeah, he was a hard negotiator. If he was, just a softer kid or something, but he was really tough. I had to back down and say, yeah, okay.
Did you do me proud?
Yeah, I looked after you, don't worry about that.
Oh, that's all right then.
What's the name of this enclosure, Jim, here at Monkey World?
This is one of the indoor play areas that, Charlie can use and Patty's groups can use. We switch and swap them around and stuff, so I'm not quite sure. Look at that, that's good.
And what we've done, we've put Richie in there. He's dressed up in the keeper's outfit. He's got the official Monkey World uniform on. He's got the boots, and he's cleaning out the pup that 23 chimps have made in the night.
You need to do more sweeping and a lot less smiling and looking at it, really.
Yeah, he's not...
Look, he's backwards, you see?
Yeah, he is using it. Richie!
Forward.
Push it forward with it. Push the broom forward. He's behind the glass. He's pretending he can't hear me, so he's like, he's smearing it. He's like, he's fallen over. Richie's down. He's down in the monkey pot.
This is Bob.
How are you, Bob?
Oh, it's the Bob.
It's Bob who went and got a goodie bag the other day from Marinella. And in the goodie bag was a shopping list, a Nokia hands-free kit, and a few other bits and pieces, personal belongings that she'd put accidentally into one of the goodie bags. How are you, Bob?
Fine, thanks, how are you?
Very good. Now, have you still got all of her personal belongings, or have you swapped a few at school and stuff yet?
No, I've still got it.
Okay, was there anything more? Did I get the full list there? Nokia mobile phone kit, shopping list, and brochures for holiday homes in Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah, and there was a folder with just loads of paperwork and stuff in.
And what's in the folder? Anything important, do you think?
Oh, I hadn't looked, but I was happening to look through the notepad last night.
Yes.
And it said, urgent messages, do not forget on Saturday.
Yes.
One said, book a holiday.
Yes.
And the second one said, wax Brazilian.
Wax Brazilian. do you know, how old are you, Bob?
12.
Do you know what wax Brazilian might possibly mean?
Yep, take the whole thing off.
Oh, right, so you know exactly what that means. So we found out some interesting information about Marinella that we didn't know before your call. Thanks for that, Bob. That's fascinating.
Now, yesterday, Bob, you were putting the whole bag at ransom for 20 quid. Are you upping your demands now that we know this extra info?
I think you should go for 30.
Go on, then.
Hold out for 30. You can always come down if she starts getting a bit lukewarm. Hold out for 30 quid.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll be talking to Marinella, who lost her personal belongings to Bob, who will not give out his address now, the address of where she dropped off the goodie bag with all her personal belongings in, including details about her personal hygiene. We'll be talking to Marinella later on this morning. Thank you very much, Bob.
You're welcome.
Okay,
At the
bye.
start of your day, Graham Mack in the morning.
Blue Peter, it's a part of everybody's life. And last night, a very moving episode of the show. The state funeral of George, the Blue Peter tortoise. In case you didn't see it, I have tape. This is from last night's broadcast. Ah, yes, I remember it well. What a fitting tribute to such a great star. You join us in the Blue Peter Garden for the state funeral of George, the Blue Peter tortoise.
All four Blue Peter presenters are gathered round the centre of the garden. Simon Thomas, Matt Baker, Liz Barker, Connie Huck. Simon Thomas is carrying the specially crafted casket containing the body of George.
As the sun glistens off the shining silver brand new Spear and Jackson spade, bought specially for this occasion from Shepherd's Bush Hardware, we stand in silence. I can't carry on. Stop it, Richie. It's fast. This was going to be such a serious piece. Get it together.
It still can be.
Get
It still
together.
can be.
Let
It
me
still
put
can
this
be.
music back
Sorry.
on. And you'll now get us back into the mood. Where were we? We were in the Blue Peter Garden.
Yeah.
Simon Thomas is making his way forward to the flower bed for the allotted space for George the tortoise, next door to the...
That's your fault.
No
you
respect.
laughed that time.
No respect for George the tortoise.
Can we try one more
Yes,
time?
please, let me start
the music
please.
again, and that was your fault.
What?
You laughed that time.
You ever wish you should have taken something in advance?
Graham Mack in the morning.
Hello, Vince, how are you?
Hi, you want to laugh about golf?
Yes.
Well, I used to be on the ambulance service, and you see them lining their ball up to put it in the hole. As you went past, flick the two-tones on. I see them bloody shooting the ball.
You
sky high.
horrible, horrible man.
Fair enough.
A golf shot is difficult enough to pull off at the best of times without
It's
shanking.
a stupid game.
I quite agree.
And all golfers, if you look on those TV channels, those shopping channels, they're all selling them videos and special putters and special balls and special techniques to make the game easier. If you wanted to play an easy game, why did you pick bloody golf?
Oh, yes, you've got my vote there, Graham.
Graham, playing golf is like having a mistress.
Oh, no.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is, yes. You go out there, all right, and she treats you ever so badly for the first 16 holes, and you think, why do I bother? And then the last 2 holes, you play some wonderful strokes, you sink all the putts, and you think, the mistress is treating me nicely. I'll come back for more next time. That's what golf is all about.
If I was to play golf, and I have played golf, and it is a stupid game, I think the first hole, it took me about 32 shots to get it in the hole.
That's bad.
If I had a mistress and it took me 32 goes, she wouldn't be much of a mistress, it'd be more like being married.
Graham Mack in the morning.
We're here thanks to Westover Jaguar and Paul from Westover. Jaguars, they're a dream car, aren't they? Can normal people afford them?
Well, some of the deals we've got on for September, I think they can. If you start looking at the X-Type, which starts at 19,995, on the XJ and the XK, we're giving a 50% down payment with 2 years free finance and with a balloon at the end.
Do you really think, though, someone who's spending all that money on a Jaguar was going to be that impressed with a free balloon at the end?
Graham Mack in the morning.
Had a great day yesterday. One of the best kept secrets on the south, and probably some of the cheapest entertainment, is Route 12 yellow buses, the coastal route. Takes you all round our beautiful coast. Lovely. So we went on it yesterday and we did a bit of a commentary. We were just making stuff up as we went along. We are now moving towards Southbourne. There are lots of Bournes in this area. This is Southbourne. Further along we have Westbourne. We have Northbourne. We of course have Eastbourne, which is a little further away, and across the channel that way we have Frogsbourne.
Graham Mack in the morning.
Ever been a disgruntled employee?
Worked for a station in Mount Gambier in South Australia where I did the breakfast show.
Yeah.
And I had a big falling out with them and I was leaving. I'd got another job and I was leaving and they made me work my notice.
Oh, right.
Which is foolish. So they took me off the air after the first couple of days. They thought that was wise and just gave me odd jobs around the radio station.
Oh, well, nothing can hurt, surely.
One of the jobs they gave me was, we used to be still playing vinyl album tracks, and they were a nuisance because you had to change the speed on the turntable and you always forgot to put it back to 45. So they had this idea that they would they'd record all the vinyl album tracks onto cartridge, tape cartridge. So my job was they gave me a stack of albums and a big list and a load of labels to label up the cartridges, so you label up the intro time and who it's by and all that and whatever. And all I had to do as a menial task was record these album tracks onto these cartridges, which was in a full recording studio.
Nothing you can do there, though, surely.
With a mic. So I sang along to all these songs. Knowing that when they came up in the music log, they just bang them in the machine, hit play, and they're thinking, wait a second, that singer's on. Brown sugar, how come you taste so good now?